Hey everybody, so if you're coming to this video, hopefully you're coming from the how to turn on uh, the computer and start it up. Um, and this is going to be kind of the events setup for the soundboard. Um, a lot of events happen here, and a lot of times I'll get a call while the events are happening, especially if I'm not here, asking how to set things up. So this is just a quick tutorial on how to set things up, how to get Spotify running, how to use the wireless microphones if you need wireless microphones. So the first thing you want to do is to turn everything on. You can go ahead and turn on these. These are the wireless mic receivers, and there's a button right here. Just hold it down till it comes on. Hold it down till it comes on. Therefore, the mic, handheld mics, and the not handheld mics, um, respectively. But if you just turn all of them on, it should work, no problem. The next thing you need to do is to come over here and to take the cover off the soundboard, and stuff it back here, and then there is a button. If you can see, there's a little label that says power button. That is back here. Let's see if you can see it. It's right where it says on and off. Sorry, this is upside down. But right where it says on and off, you come down here, turn it on. It'll turn the board on. It'll do a little light thing. And while that's happening, you can come below the desk, and there is this right here. And this, you're just going to want to hit the power button, and ideally everything will turn on. You should maybe be able to see, hopefully, on the stage, there's the in-ears, and they should turn yellow. Yep, if maybe you saw that, there's a little flash of yellow, which means everything's working. You can also check the closet, and if you hear a fan noise, that means the sound system is now working. And so once we're here, I've set up something called a scene for just events. So if you come here, you'll see these buttons, and the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the scenes button. And when you do that, it'll bring it up here, and it will show you a bunch of different scenes. You're going to want to go to the event setup scene, and once you get to the event setup scene, hit go, and then you are in the event setup scene. Nothing may change, but trust me, you're there. It'll be great. And then you're going to want to go down here. There's a little layer labeled event. It might be out of focus, but it's labeled event. It's the E layer. You're going to hit that, and then here you have everything that you need for an event, assuming that you don't have a band, you don't have music. Everything you need is right here. You have this one, which is ProPresenter. You might not be able to read it, but it says ProPresenter. And this is for Spotify music, if you want that. And then you have the three handhelds. You have handheld 1, handheld 2, and handheld 3. And then you have the 2 wireless packs. If it's more of a conference, you have wireless 1, wireless 2. These are probably more for events, or depending on the speaker, they might want one over the other. And so this red light here means that they're muted. So all of these are muted. Handheld 1, they're labeled on the bottom. This says handheld 2 because it's handheld 2, and it goes in the number 2 slot on this. This is handheld 1. If you are just running an event where there's no vocals or anything, I would use these first because they're rechargeable. We have the other one that is battery powered, and I would change the batteries, which there are some rechargeable batteries back here that you can use. This is wireless 2 or WX2. This is wireless 1 or WX1. They should all be labeled. They should all be in the correct spots. And to turn on Spotify, we'll come over to the computer real quick. You just open Spotify, and you can start playing music once that comes up. I don't know, it's taking that so long. Oh, here it comes. So I'm going to try not to get... Oh, it's not working right now because the cable's not connected, because that's what this camera's connected to. But we'll use a wireless mic for an example. So right now I have wireless 2 in my hand, as you see, or handheld 2, sorry. It's labeled handheld 2. I can turn it on by just flipping this little switch right here. Now it's turned on. So now when I look here and I see handheld 2, you'll see a little light below it, and that will light up. And the red button, which says mute on it, if it's lit up and it's red, it means it's muted. If there's nothing like these, it means it's not muted. So I'll just hit it real quick. And now you can hear me coming out of the sound system, hopefully. Hopefully you can tell on the recording. And these sliders below will make it louder or quieter depending on where they're at. So for example, this is getting a lot louder and it's getting a lot quieter. And just do it according to the room that you're in. Same thing for PurposeCenter or for Spotify. You should have to get it up on the computer, on the streaming computer, or the Mac Mini computer, and start playing, and it should pop up right here. Raise it, lower it, however you want to do it. The only thing after that is how to shut this thing down, and this is somewhat specific. So you shut it down by going here where you're in scenes. You want to go to processing, which is the first button right here. And then you're going to hit shutdown and say yes. And you're going to do that. And the next step is actually not this, but on this down here, the thing that you had to turn on that turns on the sound system, you're going to hold this button until it starts blinking, and then you're going to want to press it again. And that's how you turn off the sound system. And then you go back and you press this button again down here. We'll come back, we'll press it, soundboard's off, put the cover back on, turn these things off if you want to be really thorough. But if you miss these, I won't be super disappointed. But that's how you turn on the sound system. There's also this thing down here, which I believe controls if there's sound coming out in the lobby. And this up here is what controls the lobby sound. If it's red, like down here, it's muted. If it's not, it should be on, and you can turn it up or down with this knob. And that's pretty much how you run everything. You just got to make sure everything's turned on and turned on properly, and then it should work, no problems. And if you have questions beyond that, just call me.